Disney World is going to have some new additions in 2019, and I've got some issues with some of them.
Your attention, please.
What is shaking, guys? Welcome back. As I just stated, Disney World is gonna have some new additions in 2019, and one of those I do kind of have some issues with. But before we get into that, why not just run down what the additions are going to be? So first off, Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom are kind of getting left out of this. There's really not going to be a whole lot of new things happening in those two parks. So we're just going to leave those out and move on to Epcot. Now, Epcot has a lot of things coming to it in the near future, in the next few years, but there's only really one addition this year, and that is going to be the new fireworks show that is going to take place of Illuminations. Now, this new fireworks display is going to be basically a big version of World of Color from Disney's California Adventure. It's going to have the fountains, the projections, more IPs and more Disney films, more Disney songs, and the rumor is that some of these songs will be sung in different languages. So that'll be something really cool. But like I said, that's about it for Epcot in 2019. So 3 parks, one real new thing, but this next park is where the magic is. So Hollywood Studios has 4 new things coming to the park in 2019, starting off with the Incredibles meet and greet, which is going to happen at the old Pixar place that's kind of over there by Toy Story Land. So no more Pixar place. It's kind of been closed. Like when we went back in August, September, it was just boarded up. You couldn't do anything. It was a dead end. It was awkward. Yeah, now there's a new occupant, and that's going to be the Incredibles meet and greet. Next is Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy, which is going to be backed by the Rock and Roller Coaster, which is basically, they say, is going to be like a 180-degree screen, huge, ginormous screen, so you're going to feel part of the action, and he's going to take you through what it takes to be a race car. The last 2 are 2 very big things that have really been out in public and a lot of people know about and a lot of people are anticipating, and that is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That is set to open maybe in the summer, maybe late summer. And last but not least, that is late fall, Star Wars Land Galaxy's Edge is set to open. So that's about it for the parks, like actually inside the parks. So not a whole lot, but Hollywood Studios is getting the majority of the love, the newness of 2019. Now, there is one more thing. Now, a couple of the resorts are getting some makeovers. There's a couple new hotels. But one major thing that I want to talk about really quick. The Disney World Skyliner is what's drawing the most interest here. It's going to be basically a public transportation system, much like the buses, the monorail, things of that nature. It is going to span a few hotels and is going to drop guests off at Epcot or Hollywood Studios. Now, the hotels that are included in this route might seem a little off. I have no complaints about these stops because I'm not really familiar with Disney World hotel locations. But anyways, let's just run down the hotels. So these hotels are not in any particular order. It is basically the new DVC Hotel, the Riviera Resort, the Pop Century Resort, the Art of Animation Resort, Caribbean Beach Resort, and then, like I said, Hollywood Studios and Epcot. And like I just said, I'm not too worried about the hotels or the locations because those 2 parks are right next to each other, and Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom are so far apart, it would be ridiculously long and it would take forever on these systems. It just would not work. So I've done a little research, and they say the average length of time, if you went from the farthest hotel all the way up to, I guess it would be Epcot, to either park really, it's only going to take you about 7 to 10 minutes, depending on load times and wheelchair accessibility. You know, there's a lot of questions here. And that is the whole reason I'm doing this video. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered here in the next 9 months or so. So I guess my biggest question or my biggest concern is what is going to happen during a lightning storm? These are huge, giant metal towers, metal cables, metal cars. What's going to happen during these Florida thunderstorms during the summer and hurricane season? Is this thing going to be closed a whole bunch. I mean, you're going to be able to run it from, I don't know, you figure maybe an hour before park opening. So anywhere from 7 to 8 o'clock, depending on the day, until 3 p.m. And then you're going to have to shut it down for 3-4 hours while the thunderstorms roll through. Because if anybody's been to Disney World during the summer months, you know that thunderstorms and storms in general can appear out of nowhere. So you have these giant metal buckets, these metal towers. What is going to happen? I guess that's my biggest question to Disney is, what is your plan? Because what happens, I understand there's little windows like, okay, hey, thunderstorm's supposed to happen at 1 o'clock. Let's just close it now at 12:30. But now you have to have extra buses available to take those guests that were planning on taking the Skyliner. What happens if it's a freak thunderstorm and there's guests on board? Can you complete your journey? I can understand stopping guests, but what about people that are stuck on the gondola system, on the Skyliner? Or am I completely overblowing this and the cars are completely safe? Because like your car really can't get struck by lightning because it's thrown to the metal outside and around you, down to the rubber tires and into the ground. Now, only problem, you're in the sky and you're not really grounded. So is that 100% safe? Okay, what if it is? It is safe, but does Disney really want people getting struck by lightning or the chance of it, even if it is safe? Do they really want those carts, those gondolas, really getting struck by lightning? I don't know. I want some answers, and I need some answers soon, because people are going to start wondering this, and I don't know if Disney really has any solutions yet. Or I could just be completely wrong, and they have solutions, and they just haven't told us yet. So, moving on to my other big question, I guess. And that is, are these cars going to be air-conditioned? So, at a couple conventions, they've shown off the gondola systems. They have vents. They have kind of windows, these like slit windows that'll kind of tilt and open. Is that it for airflow? They do know Florida gets, like, with humidity over 100 degrees during the summer. They do know that when it rains, it's still hot. Well, those flaps keeps the rain out if you have them open. What's the circulation going to be here? Is each car going to have each little individual motor that can run air conditioning? I mean, I would hope so. From what I have researched and looked at, I don't know, it's kind of hit and miss. I hate to say it like that because half the time it's like, oh yeah, vents and windows, and that's it. They never mention air conditioning. And then you look at another article and it shows air conditioning and the vents as well. So, I don't know. Leave your comments, guys, if you think there will be air conditioning. But I guess those are my biggest concerns for the Skyliner. Air conditioning? What's the deal with the air conditioning? And two, what happens if there is a thunderstorm? What is going to be the protocol or the procedure of just... My biggest thing is what's going to happen if people are stuck on the attraction when there's thunder and lightning if they don't shut it down early enough. So that's about it for today, guys. I know it was a kind of quick video, quick run through, but I had to express my opinions to you guys. Please leave your comments down below. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think the Skyliner will be a success in Disney World? If not, leave your comments on some additions that you might like to see Disney World attempt to try to move guests throughout the resort a little better. So guys, if you haven't done so already, give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when other videos like this or other park adventure videos are uploaded. Again, guys, leave your comments. I love going through them, and it leads to further discussions. So anyways, guys, if you guys are at any of the Disney parks, tell Mickey I say hi. Otherwise, I will see you all a little later.